Hello Capricorn, and thank you so much for joining me for the January reading. There's so much going on for you. Happy New Year, but also happy birthday to all our January Capricorns. And another thing that's going on for you is there's going to be a new moon in your sign on January 13th. So it's a big month. Got lots to talk about. First, let me tell you that we're going to use the Rock and Roll Tarot deck for the main portion of the reading, followed by the Beast Mistress Animal Oracle cards. If you're a Patreon subscriber, you will receive 3 more cards from the bonus cards this month is from the story cards from Kathy Nichols. Okay, so I'm going to put this one wants to come. But I have shuffled these cards all the way through, and what I'm going to do now is just a very loose shuffle. And this is a way that allows for spirit guides and helpers to just bring forth the right cards for our Capricorn friends. Okay, there we have it. Yeah, the Lovers was laying there, and I just felt like we wanted to take a look at it. And it was Lovers. The Lovers is here right next to the Six of Cups. So almost always when these two cards show together, it does mean that maybe somebody is showing up for the past. I'm not an advocate of always, telling people that some old boyfriend's coming back or something, some old lover. But in this case, it does show up, and it does happen sometimes. And there are people who are reunited and come back together, and, they do have very loving and successful relationships. Whatever it is, it's something from the past. It looks like it's a lover, because the lover card right here, but whatever it is, it's going to be the world for you. I mean, it's going to be even more... If it's an old relationship and you guys get back together, it's going to be better than ever. Like, you're really going to really give it a good effort, and it's going to be better than ever. Whatever's going on at this time is going to be better than ever with the world. Because the world is so right in line, it's in line with the Six of Cups, but it's also right next to this Emperor card. So this Emperor could be, the Emperor is someone in a position of power, authority, not necessarily a man, because in the modern day, women can be CEOs and, be the boss ladies and whatever, too. So it could be anybody. Might even be her. But him or her. They might even be this Queen of Frauds over here. But I feel like the Emperor is definitely strongly connected to this world energy. So this might be something, maybe you've been doing something on a smaller scale. That's what it feels like. You've been doing something kind of on a smaller scale, and then this is like putting it way out there, like big time. Big time energy of, bigger, putting it out to the whole world, and having the power to do it. It's almost like that show, like the Shark Tank show, It's like, well, we're going to come in and we're going to take it over, and, it's going to be a household name. That's what I'm hearing, a household name. Okay. Come down here, there is some disappointment about some money that's not showing up, or possibly was not as much as you thought. And you may have legal recourse in some people, or maybe you're already in the throes of, some of you, in the throes of some sort of legal thing where you're taking somebody to court over some money that's owed or something like that. And justice is going to go in your favor, no matter what kind of legal thing you may be involved in. It's saying justice will be served, justice will, be going in your favor. So sometimes, most of the time, it is an actual legal thing. It is a court case or some sort of big this could be some big contract that you have signed here, or it was being offered to you. But it also can just be like karmic justice, meaning you've paid your dues, justice has been done, now you're free to be you and me. That's what I'm hearing. That's some PBS show or something. The Queen of Rods is also a very important person in all this interaction here. The Queen of Rods could be male or female. There's no gender in this. They may be the Emperor. They may be the person introducing you to the Emperor. They may be the attorney or lawyer that's, the liaison or go-between between you and the Emperor, but they're definitely right in the mix here. They're definitely right in the mix. For some of you, you're going to walk into some room and it's like, oh my God, where are you? It feels like it could be in a courtroom or like a boardroom office. I'm picking up like some kind of a meeting room, and you go in and And there it is, you know. There it's like, oh, I know you. We went to school together. Wow, no, long time no see. You know, that's a message for a specific person, I think, out there. But I picked that up real strong. I'm definitely like walking into some room with a big table and some, you know, these rolling office chairs, like a boardroom or a meeting room. It could be a courtroom too, because sometimes in courtrooms you have like what do you call it? You have the option of you can not deliberate, or you have this third party person that just kind of moderator, or there's somebody mediator. That's it. You know, you can say mediator, so it might be a room like that. But that's you, and you're looking at your money, and you're looking right at this justice card. So for most people, I feel like there's some sort of money coming through justice. I hear they're talking a second stimulus. It might be that. This feels more like the retribution really stands out to me. So this is more like something that you've been working toward or working on for a long time. Then you have the Six of Swords here. So this is moving on. You're able to move on. You're able to leave the past behind. You're able to, journey to the next phase of your life. And that's where most people are at, right, at this time of year. We're wanting to start a new beginning. We're wanting to start over. And, you know, it's a new year. It's a reset button. But with you, your new moon, you know, even if your birth, you know, forget about January, it just happens to be your birthday, but your new moon every year is just that. That's your reset button. That's your solar new year. That's your personal new year every year. Your new moon and your actual birthday, you know, your solar return is also a new moon, you know, a new beginning for you. Begins a new cycle. And it looks like it's good. You know, you're moving forward. You're leaving the stress behind. You're moving into the smoother sailing. And it's aligning with this Emperor in the world here. So, you know, when you have a journey card also in the same row or like alongside with this world card, you know, often that can be actual travel. You're traveling the world, or you're dealing with somebody in another part of the world, you know, that's at a distance. Okay, so let's go ahead and get the animal totem card for our Capricorn friends. Capricorn for January 2021. Oh, by the way, I am still open temporarily for the year ahead readings, about another 7 to 10 days, and that's going to be it. So if you do want to get it, you need to get in on it this week. Otherwise, it's not going to be available again until next year. Okay, but this is for our Capricorn friends. I got more than one card. That wolf came on if you want to look it up later, but there was several cards, so I only want one card. The camel. The camel's a cool card. They can go a very long distance. That camel reminds me of Capricorn, because the Capricorn, you know, it can climb that mountain. You know, there's nothing. No task is too daunting, you know. And then the camel, you know, goes through the desert, and no task is too daunting. You know, other people, you know, other animals and people can make it through the desert, but the camel does. It perseveres through deserts and whatever. The other thing that stands out to me big time is this the sun on there, and you are having your solar return. You know, that's the day of your birthday. That's a super powerful day to do your manifestations and create your reality. Let's read what I wrote here. Dragon of the desert, wayfaring soul, sure-footedness amidst the shifting sands, overcoming insurmountable odds, preparing for the journey ahead. Yeah, this is the journey ahead, but that insurmountable odds, that's what I was saying. Like, because how does that goat, you ever see those goats on the sides of the mountains? Like, there's nothing there, and they're standing up on these, you know, they're standing on these walls pretty much. So that's us Capricorns, you know, that's that insurmountable odds. Speaking of your solar return and your new year, I want to tell you about a free thing that I put together for everybody. Well, I've been doing this art for spiritual growth and enlightenment, you know, and it really taps into your subconscious mind and unleashes the power of your subconscious mind. There's quite a few different modalities of it. It's an emerging thing that's been around for a few years now, so I'm finding out. So I've been getting into it. I've mostly been doing painting. But speaking of the solar return, this is what I had I'm a Capricorn too, and I had my birthday a couple days ago. And I did a doodle for my birthday. And it was a solar return. It started as a sun, and it turned into a flower growing. And, you know, it's kind of really like, it's therapeutic. It's but it's also like manifesting what you want to do in the next year. Your affirmations. Instead of New Year's resolutions, you want to do New Year's affirmations. You want to focus on what you do want to come forward. I don't even know what that says. It looks like it says bond. Oh, bond. It looks like it said bund. Like, what the heck is bund? Yeah, see, when you're doing this, you're kind of disengaging from language too. There's so many things about it that's just cool. It involves so many different modalities. It involves art therapy. It involves tapping into your subconscious mind. It involves creative flow. It involves communing with spirit. You know, it's a really cool stuff that's going on. You don't have to be an artist to do this practice at all. You know, this is just a doodle. I got all colorful and got my colored pencils but you don't have to do that. Or you could go even further. You could collage, you could do markers, crayons, whatever you want to do. But I want to have, after I did my solar return, I was like, man, I want to share this, because this is just, I kind of just, you know, there's bunches of stuff out there, but I came up with that myself, the solar return. I'm going to do one for 2021, a doodle. So I put it together, and I film myself along the way, and I'm explaining the whole process and what I'm doing, and you can do it along with me. And I recommend you give it a try. It's not about art necessarily. It's not about creating this great piece of art. It's about the process and what you get out of it. And, you know, if you watch the video, it'll explain it all. It should be uploaded right with these monthly reading videos. I'm going to upload them all together. So please do check it out. I think you'll enjoy it, and I think you get a lot out of it, especially people who are cooped up in quarantine. It gets rid of your stress, and it pushes your other mind, and it lets you just be. It's meditative. It's also meditative. It's so many things. It's just really an awesome practice. So please do check it out. Thank you all for tuning in and being Patreon supporters through this year and the years past and the year to come, and everything that you do to support me through liking and sharing and commenting. Please do hit that subscribe button if you enjoy my content. I'm going to go ahead. These are going to be our cards for our Patreon supporters. If you want to find out about that, you can look below. Have a great birthday, a great solar return, a great new moon, and a great year ahead. Wish you all the best. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.